Yo, real quick before this video starts, if you want to support me, make sure that you use code KDogChiliWhitec in the item shop. And then if you buy anything with it, DM me a picture of it on Instagram or Twitter. They're linked in the description down below, and I'll shout you out in my next video. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Thank you guys all so much for the support, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, yo, what's up everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can win the solo cash cup. So yeah, I have some of the best tips on different things you can do to win the cup. But before this video starts, if you could do me a quick favor and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, I'd really appreciate that because we're on the road to 4,000 subscribers right now. And just thank you all so much for the support recently. It really means a lot. But basically, let's just get straight into this video. So the first tip is, this is for round 1. These tips are going to be for round 1, then I'll do my round 2 tips later. But this first tip for round 1 is Wkeying in your first game. So if you guys didn't know, your first 1 to 2 games are going to be the low point lobbies, and what the low point lobbies mean is that you're in a lobby with just everybody that's playing the cup. Like, you're in a lobby with everyone that's 0 points. They're going to get matched up with people of all different skill levels. So this is where you're going to find the most bots, or not even really bots, but just like players that aren't as good. And this is where you want to Wkey the most, is in your first game. Or even if you don't have a lot of points in your first game, you can also Wkey your second game. And Wkeying is just one of the biggest things in this new format, because you get 4 points every single kill in it, which in my opinion is kind of dumb, but there's really nothing you can do about it. So yeah, you get 4 points every single kill you get, which if you think about it, if you get like 4 or 5 kills, that's almost more than all the placement points, which is kind of crazy. But in your first game, you always want to aim to go for like a 9 or 10 kill plus win. You want to make sure that you're also getting those win points too, because win points are really valuable, and getting like a 10 kill win is really good. So if you're able to get like a 10 kill win or even higher than that, that would be a really good start for you. You'll probably be top 200, and then it'll make it easier to get in the qualifying rank, which is top 100 to qualify, I'm pretty sure. But if you're not able to have the best of luck in your first game, like say you die off spawn, make sure that you're Wkeying your second game too. And then if that doesn't work, then you're going to have to play a little bit safer, but you're still going to need a lot of points. So you're going to have to get like a bunch of end game kills or win every single one of your games. But this tip right here is one of the more important ones. This is your drop spot. So in my opinion, I believe that you should have 2 separate drop spots. You should have one drop spot for round 2, which is where you're going to be playing for placement points more. And you're going to have one drop spot for round 1, or the Wkey round. Well, most of the rounds are kind of Wkey, but round 1 is a lot more Wkey. So I recommend landing at somewhere that's going to be like more populated, but you know how to loot really well. So for me, I personally land Pleasant, and there's always like 4 or 5 people there. So if I clear that all out, I have like 5 kills off spawn, and then I just mid-game fight like 2 people, then I get the rest of my kills end game in the first game. It's just where I Wkey, or pretty much I just Wkey every single person I see. And then your second drop spot should be your main drop spot, which is where you know how to loot really well. You always land there when you're playing something like FNCS or a tournament that isn't like really kill heavy. So you want to land there for like your 5th and 6th games when you get to those higher point lobbies and you're like top 200. Another thing with this new format is there's only 6 games in 2 hours, so you definitely have to spend a lot more time on your games, and you want to make sure that you're just performing to your best ability in those 6 games. If you die off spawn, it really will hurt you, and it's hard to come back from it, but you can if you just have like a good mentality. So that's another really important thing. If you have a really good mentality, it's a lot easier to come back and just play a lot better. So if you're just having a really bad time, or if it's not going so well, take a little break. I mean, you don't really have that much time to take a break now since it's only 2 hours. Maybe take like a 5-minute break, go drink some water or something. Just do something that will calm you down and get your mindset better. But you just want to make sure that you never quit, because there's always an opportunity for you to come back and pop off still and win money. This next tip is also really important. You want to make sure that once you are in the higher point lobbies, like I'd say over like 100 points, you want to make sure that you're only taking smart Wkey fights. Like, what I mean by a smart Wkey fight is like if you snipe someone like with a heavy sniper, or if you beam them and you crack their shield, then you can push them. But you don't just want to push any random person for no reason, because you could still lose the fight. And I'd recommend having, if you can get a mythic weapon, those are like the most overpowered things in the game right now, like Scar, Grappler, those are like some of the best things. But any mythic weapon is OP. So if you know how to land at one of those spots, definitely land there. Or if you're good at sniping, then go land somewhere where there's heavy snipers. Just play to your abilities. That's one of the main things in this, is you want to play to your strong points, which is just going to be the best for you if you're a controller player. Just jump in their box with your SMG. There's really nothing else I can say about that. But you just want to play to your best ability, and just whatever you're best at using, use that the most. But those are pretty much all my round 1 tips. So basically, to cap that off, you just want to Wkey your first game, try to get like a 10 kill plus win, then you'll be set up in top 200 most likely. And then second game, you can also Wkey if you would like it. Like if you have a lot of time left and you still have 5 games, then definitely make sure that you Wkey. And you can also start a little bit later, like 10 minutes later, to give you a better chance to get in those bot lobbies. But then again, you are pretty much just losing out on time, which isn't the best thing. But if you want to get those higher kill games, that's definitely an easier way to do it. But basically, for round 1, you just want to make sure that you're a good Wkeyer. Some ways to practice that are just playing against people that are better than you. Like if you play against some of your friends that are better than you, just play against them a lot. Or you can play arena, which is also a really good way to just practice Wkeying. But other than that, round 1 is just a whole Wkey fest. So if you make it past round 1 and you get into the top 100, I'm now going to teach you guys how to play round 2. So in round 2, it is a lot more strategic play, and you have to have like good game sense because it's a lot more just end games. So first thing I recommend is you do some scrims, and if you don't play scrims, there's a lot of different scrim discords. If you need a console only scrim discord, just say it in the comment section down below and I will give you one. That's really good. You get really good in-game practice, and it's definitely helped me a lot. But if you don't want to do those, you can also just look up some like Twitch streamers or YouTubers. I know a lot of people do custom scrims, or you can probably just search it on Google too if you just want to do some custom scrims, and they really do help a lot. You're just gonna make sure you scrim for like an hour or 2 a day. It may be boring for you, but if you really want to win money, it's what you have to do. You have to grind it out. You have to do hours upon hours of scrims, like maybe not even an hour a day, maybe like 3 hours a day. You just have to grind it. If you want to be the best and win money, you have to practice like the best. It's because like when you're in scrims, you're able to practice different situations. You're able to do things that are more risky to see what works and what doesn't work for you. One of the main things that seems to help me out the most is marking every single zone, like the center of every single zone, so I know where I'm going when I'm tunneling. If you can quickly do that, that's a really good thing that can definitely help you out a lot. So I'd recommend trying some of that stuff. But also what you want to do is VOD review a lot. Like you want to VOD review some of the pros that also play the cash cups and just see how they play round 2, what they do, and what gameplay they have that you can implement into your own gameplay. So I'd recommend watching someone bigger, maybe like Benji or someone. He always seems to be really consistent in the cash cups, or someone even like Unknown if you're a controller player. And so just watch one of them. I mean, Unknown's game sense isn't the best, but he's a really good Wkeyer. So if you don't know how to Wkey, you can watch Unknown. But someone for game sense, I'd recommend watching someone like Benji Fishy or Booga. They have really good game sense. For round 2 though, you want to make sure you have a really good split between placement points and kill points. If you're able to get top 5 every game with like 3 kills, that's definitely going to be really good for you and can probably put you in the top 10 or top 20, whatever you need for your region to earn money. But if you're just going for placement points in round 2, you want to make sure you get top 10 plus every game, because you get placement points for every single placement once you get into the top 10. So if you can just survive for as long as possible, maybe get like top 5 every game, that's really good and that's really consistent for you also, which is going to help you out a lot. That's why I'd recommend landing on floppers, because floppers are some of the best things right now in the game. If you have like 5 floppers, you're basically guaranteed top 5 placement every single game if you just play a little bit more passive and just play a lot safer, and you'll definitely get top 5 every single game, and you can get your late game kills if you know how to play end game, which is why I recommend you also play scrims. So pretty much for round 2 though, you just want to make sure that you're playing a little bit more passive in this, and you don't want to Wkey everybody, because round 1 is just the Wkey round, and then round 2 is where you get those harder lobbies against players that are actually good at the game and know how to play a lot more. And so you want to play more passive against them, and you just want to make sure that you're able to secure top 5 every single game if you can. That's really the main goal. And if you can get even like 3 kills late game, then you're pretty much set. You should be able to get top 5 or top 10 or top 20, whatever your region is. And if you guys want some more tutorial videos like this, then just comment it down below in the comment section. I read every single comment. So if you want a video on how to get like high kill games in these cash cups, just comment it down below and I will make a video on that, because I have some pretty good tips on what you can do for that, because it's not super hard to do, but it also is a little bit difficult. But if you want a video on that, I can definitely help you guys out with it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure that you follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. They're linked in the description down below, and they'll be up on the screen right now. I appreciate every single person that follows me over there, and I also DM you guys back, and I shout you out and everything if you follow me over there. So make sure that you go follow me on my Instagram, and please like this video. It really means a lot. The more likes you get, it actually helps me out a lot more, so that I can like recommend it and stuff, and it just helps more people to be able to see this video. So hopefully more people can start placing in these cash cups. But also make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because we're on the road to 4,000 subscribers now, which is kind of crazy. But thank you guys all so much for the support recently. I'm going to keep grinding for you guys. Comment down below some video ideas that you guys would want to see. And one last thing is, one thing that actually helps me out kind of the most is if you could use my creator code, which is KDogChiliYT. If you use my creator code and DM me a picture of it on Instagram or Twitter, I will shout you out and I will follow you back over there. And everyone that uses my creator code, I really do appreciate you guys, so thank you all so much. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Just comment down below something you want to see next, and if you watch this far in the video, comment down below spaceship and I will heart your comment. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.